playoff implications on the line here for both teams. Milledgeville coming in at 4-3, River Ridge 3-4. Week 8, it's time to start talking playoffs.
Well, I think you just said a mouthful there, week 8 here, and both teams here are looking to improve their seeding here for the 8-man playoffs here, and great opportunity for both teams to do that here. And we're just kind of talking a little bit off the air how the 8-man has just continued to get better and better here the last few years, and it's really exciting here as you come into the playoffs here, because we know that if you win a state title and you go deep into the playoffs, you really did earn it. You just didn't. It just didn't happen because there weren't a lot of teams in there. It's getting better and better. We're up to 29 teams statewide competing in the 8-man here, so it's really made it it's really exciting to watch the 8-man, Kyle. I've really started to really enjoy it.
Yeah, I have too. I'm a big fan of it. I encourage people, if you haven't seen one, get out and see a game, watch our broadcast, whatever you want to do. But yeah, it's a great fit for the smaller schools. Like I said, it keeps the hometown pride, the community pride. That's a big factor.
Well, it fills a lot of those things, as you said, the community pride, and it cuts down a lot of the travel that kids have to do. Initially that 8-man started out, and there was a lot of travel to get to games, but some of that's been alleviated here the last few years, and so that's exciting too here. And kind of your conference foes have become your 8-man foes, so that's really become exciting too here.
Yeah, we'll talk about some of that community pride as talking off air. Been an emotional week for the Missiles and Coach Roll and the whole community, as a lot of area schools backing the Missiles. Have most of you heard, 3 football players and a former one involved in an accident there last Saturday. We got 2 kids in critical condition there yet. Thoughts, prayers remain with them and their families. I know they're listening down in Peoria, both in the hospital. I said we wish them the best. And yeah, just a tough deal.
It is a very tough situation here, but I think the thing about a small town here is you see what the greatness of a small town is. They rally behind a bad situation like that. And yes, we wish full recovery for everybody involved in that accident. But I think the important thing is that hey, we get to play football here, and this is what we love. But our hearts are still somewhat with everybody involved in that situation.
Yep, things can change in an instant. Like I said, last Saturday I was calling the game, and Landon had a touchdown there last Saturday. So then one day later, that happened. So we're thinking of you, Landon. We're thinking of you, Cy. So best wishes from everybody here as we get ready for the Missiles and the Wildcats. About 6 minutes away here from the kickoff. Milledgeville comes in at 4-3, River Ridge 3-4 on the year. Like I said, this is a big one for River Ridge and Milledgeville. You got to get that 5th win, you pretty much will clinch. Like I said, Milledgeville can clinch a playoff spot here tonight. River Ridge be on the cusp. They could be 4-4 heading into a big game next week at Orangeville. So this is a huge game for both teams, because Milledgeville has a very tough St. Thomas More coming to Floyd Dobb Field next Saturday.
Right, and obviously that's a good tune-up game there for the Missiles there going into the playoffs. But you'd sure like to clinch that so you don't make next week a must-win against a very good team that's state-ranked here, number 6 here in 8-man.
Yep.
River Ridge here, I think this is probably as big a game as they've had all year here. They need a win, and no guarantees if they beat Orangeville even next week that they're going to have enough playoff points to get themselves in. So this is almost a must-win for River Ridge if they want playoff aspirations.
Yep, and Milledgeville, they're thinking they're going to have enough playoff points, even at 4 wins most likely, but they're thinking home field. 6 wins probably gets them a home field game. They're right on the cusp. They're a 9 seed right now. You get into that top 8, you get a home game. River Ridge sitting 19, cut off 16. But like I said, home field advantage, you know how big that is come playoff time.
That's a huge factor, and I think that's a great motivational tool if you're Coach Roble here. Hey, you know what, guys, we're in control of our own destiny. We can not only get in the playoffs, but we also can play in front of our home fans, which would be fantastic.
Yep, River Ridge coming in 3-0 at home on the year, unbeaten at home. They're just 1-4. Check that 0-4 away from here, so they're on their home field. They have that advantage tonight. Milledgeville coming in, they're only 1-2 on the road. Key for them tonight, they got to show up defensively. I'm expecting an inspired effort out of this group tonight. With everything going on, you don't know what you're going to get. Like I said, with the accident, emotional week. They've had a couple losses here in a row. They had a forfeit win, but the last 2 games they've given up an average of 61 points a game. I know that hasn't settled with Coach Roble and the players. I'm expecting an inspired defensive effort tonight out of the Missiles.
Yeah, and then you just can't get into a shootout here and expect to score more points in the end here, because that's not always the case here. But it'd be interesting here with a little bit of a wet field, Kyle, here. A little light rain here tonight, and it's cooled off a little bit, so you kind of have a cool, damp night. If we have a track meet or we kind of have a slugfest tonight.
Yeah, the field does look wet out there. It has quit raining. The wind has calmed down, so the wind is really a non-factor at all right at the moment here at River Ridge High School. So River Ridge 3-4 on the season. They lost week 1 to South Beloit 42-36. They lost at Amboy 68-14. Lost at Flanagan Cornell Woodland 20-16. They beat Freeport Aquin 46-42. Beat Rockford Christian Life 52-28. Beat Alden Hebron 50-44, and they lost to a very good Polo team 60-14 last week. They come in averaging 32.6 points per game and allowing 43 points per game. For the Milledgeville Missiles, they come in at 4-3. They had a week 1 win at Orangeville 46-8. They defeated Aquin 66-24. Lost at Amboy 40-36. They beat Polo in the big rivalry game 54-38. Lost at Decatur Lutheran 56-58. Had a forfeit win against Elgin Christian. And then last Saturday, they lost at Floyd Dobb Field to West Central, the number 1 ranked team in the 8-man ranks, 64-36. And they have at River Ridge tonight, and they close out the season next week at St. Thomas More. Missiles coming in, averaging 49 points per game, allowing 38 points per game. Other 8-man games here tonight are Freeport Aquin at Amboy, Orangeville at South Beloit, Milledgeville's at River Ridge, Flanagan Cornell Woodland at Polo, AFC at Peoria Heights, Kirkland Hiawatha at Central City, Iowa, Decatur Lutheran at Metro East. In the NUIC tonight, we got Dakota at West Carroll, Dupec at Galena, and Stockton at Lena Winslow. Saturday games tomorrow in the NUIC, we have Forston at Gibson City Melva, EPC at Fulton. Saturday games in 8-man, Alden Hebron at Scioto West Prairie, Galva at West Central, Pawnee at Bushnell-Prairie City, Ridgewood at South Fork, Martinsville at Champaign St. Thomas More, and Danville Schlarman at Milford Cissna Park. As we'll go over the starting lineups here tonight. First for the River Ridge Wildcats. On offense tonight, we have quarterback Sam Rees, a 6'1", 185-pound senior. Running back George Winter, 6'3", 180-pound junior. Running back LeBron Ransom, a 5'7", 145-pound senior. Wide receiver Jack Kettleson, a 6'3", 165-pound senior. Tight end Seth Nicholas, a 6'3", 180-pound junior. Offensive lineman Ben Richmond, 5'10", 185-pound junior. Center Ethan Gonzalez, a 6'1", 205-pound senior. Offensive lineman Corey Robertson, a 6'1", 220-pound senior. Defensively, we got Ben Richmond. Defensive lineman Ethan Gonzalez. Seth Nicholas at outside linebacker. Trayton McGovern, a outside linebacker, 6'2", 170-pound senior. Linebacker George Winter. Strong safety Landis Longamore, 5'9", 170-pound senior. Defensive back LeBron Ransom, a 5'7", 145-pound senior. Defensive back Jack Kettleson, coached by head coach Doug Nicholas. As we're going to pause, we'll be back with the Milledgeville starting lineups as we're going to take the anthem break. We'll be back after this 2-minute timeout. River Ridge High School. Kyle Lee's joined by Mark Macomb. Ready for kickoff here, River Ridge High School. Milledgeville Missiles and the River Ridge Wildcats. Starters for the Milledgeville Missiles offensively. Quarterback Connor Nye, 5'10", 180-pound junior. Running back Colton Wilk, 6'2", 165-pound senior. Running back Micah Towns-Smith, 5'10", 170-pound sophomore. Tight end Connor Johnson, 5'9", 165-pound freshman. Wide receiver Kason Johnson, 6 foot 160-pound senior. Guard Caden Akers, a 5'10", 200-pound senior. Center Jacob Premenschenkel, 5'10", 190-pound junior. Guard Eric Eversole, 5'8", 190-pound senior. Missiles defensively, defensive line of Eric Eversole, Bruce Raymond, 5'9", 245-pound junior. Jacob Premenschenkel at the other defensive lineman. Linebackers Connor Nye, Colton Wilt, and Spencer Nye, 5'3", 145-pound freshman. Defensive backs are Zach Pauley, 5'10", 150-pound senior. Kason Johnson, a 6 foot, 160-pound senior. Head coached by Jason Roble, assisted by Brad Grenoble, Austin Caravia, Cody Druce, Cal Lingokins, and Cameron Dautine. River Ridge, head coach was Doug Nicholas, assistant coaches Josh Rees and Jared Burlage. As opening kick here, Mac, looks like the Missiles will be kicking to start the game. River Ridge will receive the opening kick. There's a kick as just a little squib kick, almost an onside kick there, Mac, recovered by number 9, Trayton McGovern.
I'm not even sure if that was intentional or not, but it gives the Wildcats just fantastic field position to start this game. So you just alluded to earlier in the pregame there, that Missile defense now is on stage here. They're going to have to perform.
Yep, they see if they can set the tone early on this one. Very good River Ridge offense. Sam Rees, quarterback. Be shotgun formation. They do like to throw the ball around. A little confusion in the backfield and on the tackle. Raymond swallows out Rees and the back. Ransom there, Mac. A little confusion. They kind of collided. And a big loss on this opening play.
A little bit of a broken play there, but nice job by the Missiles there, just blowing that up there.
Loss of about 7.
Is that Raymond there in the middle there, the nose tackle?
Yep.
The nose tackle there, he did just nice job there, blowing the play up there, and it's about a 5-yard loss there.
Yeah, about 7. Second and 17 now for the Wildcats. Ball back on their own 41-yard line. Reese out of the shotgun formation. Ransom in the backfield with him. Gonna fake it to him. Reese gonna roll out, pressured, and he's gonna be sacked for a loss. Hit in the backfield. We might have an inadvertent face mask, though. Is that what you see, Mac?
Yeah, I think so. I saw the side judge here. He threw the flag there. The back judge, I don't think had a very good angle on it there, but the side judge definitely saw that. And like you said, Kyle, inadvertently there.
Oh, they're gonna give it the personal foul even. Boy,
wow.
I thought that was Eversole had the sack. That was looked like a brush with the face mask there. So
a little more aggressive than I thought it was there, too. I think it was inadvertent and he didn't move his head, but he definitely was up in the face mask area.
So would have been about 3rd and about 25. Instead of it's 2nd and 10. So 15-yard face mask penalty. I believe that was maybe on Premenschenkel, number 59. 2nd and 10 for the Wildcats. A new life for them. Rees, shotgun formation. Ransom in the backfield with him. Gonna take it to hand. Ransom on the right side. He slipped. There's that wet field you talked about, Mac.
Yeah, a little bit there. He tried to make a sharp cut there and turn it upfield there, and the footing just wasn't there.
So 3rd and 10 now for River Ridge. Ball on their own 42-yard line. 10:40 to go here in the opening quarter. Thank you for listening to your Area Sports Leader WCCI here tonight for this 8-man battle. Key game here tonight. Playoff implications. 3rd and 10 for the Wildcats. Rees out of the shotgun formation. Doubles to the left, doubles to the right. Snap back. He drops back to pass. Has time. And through the hands of Winter. Boy, Winter had some green grass in front of him, Mac. But
I think Winter probably picks up the first down there on the yards after catch there, but dropped it there. And it's going to force a 4th and 10 there for the Wildcats. So
through the hands of Winter, be 4th and 10.
Definitely a punt situation here early on.
Ball on their own 47-yard line. Reese is the punter, so you got to be careful of that when the quarterback is the punter. Kason Johnson back to receive the punt for the Missiles. Here's the kick. Nice punt. Get some air under. Going to bounce inside the 30 and take a little Wildcat bounce to about the 25-yard line, where the Missiles will take over here. 1st and 10. 10:08 to go in this opening quarter. The Missiles, Matt, got a defensive stop, something they haven't had many of the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, they did a nice job there, and I think that defensive line there really pushed and really kind of blew the things up against the Wildcats. So probably hats off to them on that series.
1st and 10 for Nye and the Missiles. They break the huddle. Ball on their own 25-yard line. 10:08 to go in the opening quarter. We're scoreless. Missiles first possession here of the ball game. Shotgun formation for Nye. Wilk off to his right. Going to be a direct snap to Wilk. Going to run a little Wildcat here. Wilk bottled up nicely for a short gain. Tackled by 9 and 50 here. That would be McGovern as well as Gonzalez.
Oh, kind of a hurry up here. The Missiles already set, ready to snap the ball.
I formation, a toss to Wilk out the right side. Wilk going to be hit in the backfield and dropped. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. Nice defense there by Ransom and the Wildcats. Be a loss of 1.
I really like that call, Kyle, there when you run a hurry-up offense. Sometimes you catch that defense just sleeping a little bit there. If you can snap a play off, one right after another.
So now 3rd and 10 for the Missiles. Ball back on their 25. 2 quick plays. 1-yard gain and a 1-yard loss to Wilk. Now they go shotgun formation. Wilk and Cason Johnson to the right. Tom Smith and Cason Johnson to the left. That's the other Johnson to the right. Now it's going to be a shovel pass to Wilk. Wilk's got some room in front. He's across the 40, up near the 45 before he's pushed out of bounds. Gain of 21 yards. A little shovel pass out of the backfield, Mac.
Yeah, that was a beautiful play. Kind of a little shovel pass there, and once it's a foot race there on the edge there, and gets pushed out of bounds but moves the sticks there. So
21-yard gain. Nigh to Wilk. That'll be considered a pass. As the Missiles go quickly. Now a shovel pass to Tom Smith. Tom Smith across the 50, 47, maybe the 46-yard line. Another good gainer there for Mike and Tom Smith.
Well, it looks like that early on here they want to kind of spread the field side to side there, and you spread it, and then you'll probably see something coming up the middle there. But at least early on here, spread that field side to side.
Gain of about 7 to Tom Smith. 2nd down and 3. Nye under the center, I formation, drops back to pass. Play action, throws it out, has Cason Johnson. Pass complete to the 30, and he's pushed out of bounds. Down about the 28-yard line, maybe.
And nice pass by Nye there. Just really comfortable back there and threw a nice ball.
About 15 yards to Cason Johnson. First and 10 for the Missiles. Ball inside the Wildcat 30, about the 27-yard line. 1st and 10, I formation for Nye and the Missiles. Tom Smith and Wilk in the backfield. Play action. Nye rolls out, going to be pressured, gets it to Johnson, and he's got it again. See where they mark him, down inside the 15.
I think almost the identical play there, kind of a down and out there.
About the 14-yard line, so 13 more.
Johnson there, run that down and out there and picks up about 12 to 15 yards. I think that's kind of the idea there. Pick up 12 to 15 yards and see what you can do if you run out of bounds.
Missiles on the march here. 1st and 10, ball on the Wildcat 14-yard line. I formation, double tight end set for Nye and the Missiles once again. Tom Smith and Wilk in the backfield. Going to fake the pitch to Wilk. Nye rolls to his left and finds Connor Johnson through his hand incomplete. Ransom was there on the coverage. Good coverage there by Ransom. Not falling for the play action.
Brings up 2nd down for Milledgeville.
Well, nice job by Johnson there. That would have been almost a circus catch there, a one-handed grab, but he just couldn't come down with it after the contact. But I really like the Missiles are really changing up their formations, Kyle, here early on.
Yep, shotgun formation, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Nye drops back to pass, looking to get rid of it, and he does to Johnson. Johnson is in for the touchdown. That is Audie, Bryce Audie with the touchdown catch. His first reception of the year. Mac, I talked pregame. I didn't think he was going to play tonight. Bryce Audie gets loose for a 14-yard touchdown. And, boy, that's a big weapon to have back.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You alluded to he had some off-season injuries there, and he's just trying to get back into football, and this will be his first game back, and even thought might have a little rust on, but no rust there showing.
2-point conversion now for the Missiles. They're at 7:47 to go in the opening quarter. Nye gonna fake it to Wilk. He runs it right up the middle, and he's in. 2-point conversion is good. 7:47 here to go in this opening quarter. Milledgeville 8, River Ridge 0. We'll be back on your sports leader WCCI after the 60-second timeout. Welcome back to River Ridge High School as the Missiles score on the opening drive. This kick goes out of bounds by Ebersole. Be River Ridge ball. See, they re-kick. Mac, what do you think of that? Re-kick, or do you just take the ball? What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know. I think armchair quarterbacks, everybody thinks it differently, but most coaches just take it because they don't like special teams.
Yes.
Because goofy things happen on special teams often.
Especially on a wet night here tonight.
Yeah, so I think you're just the safe money says just take the ball in the 35 and we'll get our offense out there.
Yeah, maybe I got some time to think here. You mentioned that was a fast attack by the Missiles. No huddle, just a get up and go.
It just seemed really, really efficient, and I think that's really a compliment to the coaching staff, and the players are really in tune with each other.
Now 1st and 10 for Rees and the Wildcats, ball on their own 35-yard line. Shotgun formation, going to hand it to Winter. Winter off the right side, evades a couple of tackles, but not them all. He's going to be dropped for a loss. Ebersole and Spencer Nye in there on the stop. Boy, the line of scrimmage right there, the Missiles are owning at the moment here, Matt.
Yeah, they really look good up there, up front there. And once you get that established, Kyle, here, your defense, everything behind them really looks easy, but it often starts with the guys up front there.
Loss of 2, 2nd and 12 for the Wildcats. 7:17 to go in the opening quarter. Milledgeville 8, River Ridge 0.
Pomenschinkel, Raymond, and Ebersole, your big three up front, they're really doing good so far tonight.
Shotgun formation for Rees and the Wildcats. One split out wide to the right. That's our leading receiver, Kettleson. Now look like they get the Missiles to jump or they move. We're going to say offsides on the Missiles.
Offsides against the Missile.
That's the 2 positive plays they've had so far tonight, or 2 penalties now on the Missiles.
Well, you
Now
like the aggressiveness, Kyle, there on defense here, but, you just don't want to give up a free yardage like that.
So, going to be about 2nd and 7 now. After the 5-yard penalty for the Wildcats. Ball on their own about 38-yard line. 6:58 here to go in this opening quarter. So split out to the left is McGovern. Kettleson out to the right. Ransom in the slot. Oh, now River Ridge returns a favor there, Mac.
I think you're exactly right here. I think we're just going to walk it back five yards to the north against River Ridge. So kind of where we started here 2 plays ago is where we're going to be again.
So 2nd down and 12. So 2nd and 12 for the Wildcats. They break the huddle. We'll see if we get a playoff this time here, Mac. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Ransom in the backfield with the Rees. Now a little counter action in the backfield. Winter, and he's going to be met right at the line of scrimmage by Wilk. Going to be about a gain of 1 for Winter there. Promenschinkel and Wilk there on the stop. 3rd and 11 for the Wildcats. Not the down and distance you want there, Mac, but they're fully capable of throwing the ball around. Reese, a very good quarterback.
I think we have 2 fantastic quarterbacks tonight. I mean, we really do.
Both over 900 yards on the season. Reese, 967 yards on the year, 9 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Fully capable. 3rd down and 11. Reese, shotgun formation, tried to get the Missiles to jump, that they did not. Now he's going to air it out, looking for Ransom. Pass incomplete, and it's going to be 4th and 11. That time, good coverage there by the Missiles, Mac. I didn't really see an open receiver there.
No, I didn't either. I think he was kind of hoping that he run under it there. And
he's looking for Ransom. So 4th and 11, punt formation for Rees and the Wildcats, Case and Johnson. He's one you got to be careful with if you decide to kick it to it. Rees takes a snap, gets the kick off, low, short punt, and going to be non-returnable. So that's what you want if you're a River Ridge fan. They down it. Missiles will have it 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line. I said very focused. Maybe that was Robles' message. I don't know. Just, like I said, it's been an emotional week, but boy, they sure looked real focused on that first possession there, Mac.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Football's probably a good thing to have back.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's sometimes a deterrent from the other things that you face off the field, and at least initially here, the Missiles have really shown really focus here on what's going on.
Different formations about every time, too. They've really thrown a lot here. This first possession, now their second. Nye takes a snap, going to be a direct snap right up the middle. He's across the 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, down about the 27-yard line. So about the 43. We'll see where they mark him at.
Nice job with a QB draw there. Nice job. Just got into the open there, and once he busted through the linebackers there, it was just a matter of a foot race.
Well, about 40 yards there for Nye on that carry. So 1st and 10 for the Missiles, ball on their own 28-yard line. They spread them out. That's tough in this 8-man game.
That's right. I think that you start spreading out, and then you just get your ball to the athletes there and then let them do what they can do.
Shotgun formation. Nye takes his direct snap again, looks for run up the middle. Now he breaks loose. Nye in the open field. He's going to take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Missiles. Nye goes almost untouched there, Mac. They bottled him up initially, made one cut, and boy, was it wide open space down the middle.
Well, I think Nye initially thought he was going to go outside there, and then found a seam there in the middle of the field there, and then he just jetted right to the touchdown. So nice job by the Missiles blocking, I think.
That's Nye, 28 yards, and Missiles quickly strike once again. Now the 2-point conversion. 4:58 here to go in the opening quarter. Shotgun formation. Wilk going to take, looks like Wilk's going to maybe take the snap. No, it's going to be Nye. Fake it. Nope, they do hand it to Wilk. Wilk off the left side, dives for the corner, and he's in. Did we have a face mask maybe on that too, or did we get a block?
I'm not sure, but it's right there. The official right on there is
face mask. Yep, I thought they brushed Wilk's face mask there. Penalty is declined. 2-point conversion is good by Wilk. 4:58 to go here in the opening quarter. Milledgeville 16, River Ridge 0. We'll be back on your area sports leader WCCI after this timeout. Welcome back to River Ridge High School. Onside kick. Boy, they got a good bounce, Mac, but able to recover it nicely was McGovern for the Wildcats. That's one you're nervous if you're the opposing coach there, Mac.
That's right. Those ones that just squib on the ground there and then make unpredictable bounces there, but the Wildcats come up with the ball there, so good field position again. The only thing I like about that, Kyle, is you really shorten the field up for your opponent.
Yep.
You know, so if your opponent is going to get the ball about it midfield every time, so it really shortens up the field.
Yep, see the Wildcat offense can get going here. 1st and 10 for River Ridge, ball on their own 48-yard line. Good field position. Rees in the backfield, 2 in the back with him, and I think we're going to have an offsides on the Missiles. Nope, a false start. Mac, you're all over that.
Looked like the little jittery there on the Wildcats there on that right side.
Right guard jump, so 1st and 15. Dalton Adamek in, he was the new one playing defensive end. Coach Roble is going to sub some guys, keep some little fresher bodies here as the starting lineups. I think the Missiles tonight, a couple new defensive starters in there. They're starting 5 guys both ways. River Ridge starting 6 guys both ways. So 1st and 15 for the Wildcats. Rees, shotgun formation. Looks like 2 backs in the backfield with them. Can't see them. Ransom back there with him, as well as another back. Reed's going to be pressured. He looking for Kettleson. Incomplete. Pressured nicely that time by Adamek, as well as Wilk back there. Looking for Kettleson. Falls incomplete. 2nd down and 15. for the Wildcats. 4:49 to go. There's Raymond in there, and it looks like maybe Nye has moved up to the defensive end spot here, maybe. Second down and 15. Reese, shotgun formation. Gonna hand it off the right side. And some running room this time. Nice gainer down the right side. Number 21 there. Nicholas on the carry. Gain about 8 yards there for Nicholas. Brings up 3rd and 7 for the Wildcats. Ball on the Missile 49-yard line. As Ebersole is back in now. And it looks like they're kind of dropping back. They almost got just playing 2 defensive linemen up there front there, Matt.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a prevent-style defense, but it almost kind of appears that way, but it allows them to blitz if they want.
Yep, carry 2. Winner up the middle. He's going to be met in the backfield. Ebersole, the first one to get him, as well as Adamick. On a 3rd and 8, or 3rd and 7, they drop him for a 1-yard loss as Winner. And now going to be 4th and 8.
Well, kind of decision time here, but maybe they punt again, but giving the ball back to the Missiles hasn't worked real well here, so maybe you kind of go for it here and see if you can pick up some momentum here.
4th and 8, ball just across midfield here, about the 49.5-yard line on the Missiles. Wildcats are going to go for it. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Reese out of the shotgun formation. Looks like Nicholas in the backfield with him. Reese takes a snap, drops back to pass. Got good protection. A lot of time to throw. Now going to loft it out looking for Ransom, and he overthrows him. Pass incomplete, and the Missiles get another defensive stop.
Well, nice job again by the Missiles there. Obviously, it was a passing situation here, but they did a nice job in the secondary there covering everything, and Missiles take over on downs.
So 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Take over ball, like I said, just shy of midfield. That comes Nye and this potent missile attack. 3:55 to go in the opening quarter. 3 right receivers left, 1 to the right. Nye drops back to pass, going to be pressured, and going to throw it to Johnson. And now we're going to have a roughing the passer there, Mac.
I think so there. I think that was just a little maybe excessive there, and the official didn't care for it. Nicholas looks like he's going to pick up the penalty there.
No, going to be intentional grounding.
Oh, that's not what I suspected.
Oh, and a roughing the passer. 2 penalties. I think he's only got 1 flag, but I seen the intentional grounding then we got another flag back here, Mac.
Whoa, this might take a little bit to sort out here. We've got so officials have huddled up here to discuss what the outcome's going to be here. But
might have a defensive hold, maybe 2, or a pass interference. The ball probably wasn't thrown. Maybe a hold. It's on the River Ridge side, and their secondary is where the other flag is.
We're going to see an indication.
You sort this out here, Mac.
Yeah, I'm watching the guy in the white hat there. Looks like ineligible receiver. And a roughing the passer. So there you go.
They will offset.
So
Penalties offset on the play. First down will be replayed.
So that makes sense. The ineligible receiver downfield. That was traveled a long ways before he got rid of that ball. Linemen tend to sneak out a little bit. Results in a do-over here. 1st and 10 for the Missiles. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Nye shotgun formation. Takes a snap, rolls to his right. He's going to be pressured in the backfield. Now going to throw it on the run. He heaves it up to Audie, and he catches it. Audie comes down with it inside the 20. Boy, it is sure nice to have your all-state receiver back. He just went up and made a play. 1st and 10 for the Missiles.
I thought Nye was just kind of throwing that away, and all of a sudden Audie comes up with the ball there, and
about the 17-yard line, 33 yards, Nye to Audie. That was literally a missile there. I heard somebody up here in the booth say. 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the Wildcat 17-yard line. Nye under center. Going to hand it to Tom Smith up the middle. He's got a nice gainer. Tackled nicely there by Ransom, as well as get the other Wildcat number in there. 34, Winter. There was good pressure on that last pass there that Nye had.
Yeah, well, Wildcats have done a nice job both plays back-to-back there, putting pressure on Nye there, and he was kind of scrambling around, but
Gonzalez had pressure the last time. 2nd and 5, 5-yard gain for Tom Smith. 2nd and 5, ball about on the 11-yard line. About the 12. Nye, shotgun formation, rolls back, and now throws it to Kason Johnson on the screen. Johnson is in for a missile touchdown. They ran that screen play to perfection. Nye finds one of his favorite targets, Kason Johnson, and then Missiles have another touchdown. Nye to Johnson for 12 yards.
Well, here again, nice job there. Nice patience there by Nye there, allowing the screen to set up, and I think that's usually the key is you got to let the lineman and the receiver kind of get in position there, and nice job there on that middle screen there, and Johnson just walked right into the end zone.
Wait, the 2-point conversion. 2:31 here to go in the opening quarter. Milledgeville 22, River Ridge 0. Nye shotgun formation. Kason Johnson and Wilk to the right. Audie and Tom Smith to the right. The other two were to the left. My bad. Tom Smith comes in motion, right to left. Nye takes a snap, rolls out, and he's got Audie in the corner, but led him too far. 2-point conversion is no good. 2:31 to go in the first quarter. Milledgeville 22, River Ridge 0. We're back in 60 seconds on your sports leader, WCCI. Welcome back here to River Ridge High School. Missiles set to kick off. Ebersole to tow it up. See if they kick it deep this time. They will. Ebersole, the deep kick, be down about the 12-yard line where Winter takes it. Runs across midfield at the 30. Tackled by Pauly. With a nice stop there for the Missiles. Be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Ball on their own 31-yard line. With them. Wildcats have not been able to get much on the ground. They did have one drop ball, Mac, which could have been a big play earlier, but I said that Reese and the Wildcats have not had much time to throw when they do throw it, and then when they run it, they've been met in the backfield.
Yeah, the Wildcats here just kind of haven't had much spark here on the offensive side of the ball here, but see what adjustments here. I saw the whole team huddled up there on that last.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Reese, shotgun formation, drops back to pass. Going to be pressured by Adamick, throwing it to Kettleson. Kettleson on the screen and tackled by Wilk, almost by his own offensive lineman there, Mac.
Yeah, kind of what the Missiles did there with that middle screen there, and just set things up in the middle there. And Kettleson there kind of stumbled there. We're looking again about 7?
Yep, we'll give him 7 on that one.
So 2nd and 3.
Kettleson, first reception of the ball game. 2nd and 3 for the Wildcats. Ball on their own 38-yard line. 1:50 and counting here in this opening quarter. Reese takes a snap, going to hand it to Winter. Winter makes a cut. He's got some room to run. Through another to miss tackle, and finally drugged down by Ebersole about the 41-yard line.
Well, nice
little play there by the Wildcats and Winter.
Nice run by Winter there.
By 21 there for Winter, their best run of the ball game. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats into Missile territory. Ball on the Missiles 41-yard line, 1:25 to go. So maybe momentum here for River Ridge. Shotgun formation, 2 backs beside Reese. It's Winner and Nicholas. As Reese gonna fake it. Now he looks to run out the right side. He's met in the backfield by Wilk. Loss of about 4. I'm not sure if that was meant to be a keeper, Mac, or a confusion on that play.
It looked kind of like a little confusion there, and that's what that led to that. And broken plays usually aren't good. And every once in a while, a broken play do something weird, but oftentimes they usually are failures, and that was a good example of their little miscommunication there on the Wildcats. And
a good, clean tackle. Hard hit there by Wilk, but no helmet to helmet there, Mac. Even the quarterback gave up a pat there as he got up there. Just a good, clean hit, about shoulder to shoulder there. 2nd and 14 for the Wildcats. Ball in the Missile 45-yard line. Reese takes a snap, gonna hand it to Winner. Winner gonna be tripped up in the backfield as he's gonna be tackled there by Raymond. As another loss on the play of about 4 more there. So 3rd and 18, Mac, as Missiles gave up one big play, but back-to-back big ones here. But first by Wilk and then by Raymond.
Might be an opportunity for a timeout, and I think that's exactly what's going to happen.
Looks like the quarter has run out.
Oh, the quarter,
yep,
okay,
quarter's
yes.
run out here. After 1 quarter of play, the Milledgeville Missiles lead the River Ridge Wildcats by a score of 22-0. We'll be back on your sports leader WCCI after the 60-second timeout. High school 3rd and 18 as we start quarter number 2 here for the Wildcats. Missiles lead 22-0 after 1 quarter here. Reese, shotgun formation. Looks like Nicholas maybe in the backfield with him. Reese drops back to pass. Gonna throw to Kettleson, and he can't come up with it. Pass falls incomplete. Let's bring up a 4th and 18 now for the Wildcats.
Well, I think the Missiles there were just about blitzing the house there, and they realized it was a passing situation there with 3rd and long here, and so now decision time here for the Wildcats, and I think they're gonna end up going for it again here maybe.
4th and 18, ball on the Missile 49-yard line. We'll see what they elect to do. Looks like they are going to go for it. Reese, shotgun formation. Nicholson in the backfield with him. Got to get to the sticks here if you're the Wildcats. You're going to throw the swing pass to Nicholas. Nicholas has got a long way to go, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds by Ebersole. Well short. Gains about 5, but they needed 18, Max, so that's not going to get it done.
That'll be a turnover down, so the Missiles here again get the ball 45-yard line.
Yep, just about the 44.5-yard line. I'd like to thank our sponsors here tonight, Full Throttle Power Sports, Casey's, Manny's Pizza, Sterling Napa, Sloan Implement, Country Financial, Dykstra Law Insurance, Joe Carroll Energy, and Sand Prairie Wireless. I'll continue them here after this play. 1st and 10 for the Missiles, nigh under center. Wilk and Connor Johnson in the backfield, and that's going to be Wilk right up the middle. He bowls over one defender, tackled by Winter and Kettleson. Gain of 8 there for Wilk.
Here the Missiles are here with the hurry-up offense here. They're already up to the line there and nigh under center there. Looks like he's going to go to
Wilk once again, and he gains about 5 more there for Wilk.
That'll be enough to move the sticks here, so it'll be a 1st down for the Missiles.
Other sponsors: Miller Sports Center, Savannah Times-Journal and the Mirror Democrat, Compeer Financial, Apple River State Bank, Dipper Farms, Gibbs Drywall, Milledgeville State Bank, Johnson's Processing, Wally's Place, and McKenna's Flooring. Thank you all sponsors making this broadcast possible. 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Knife, play action, drops back to pass. He's got a guy wide open. That's Connor Johnson who comes down with it. He's inside the 20, and he's going to be in for a Missile touchdown. Nye to Connor Johnson. And that's good for 43 yards and another Missile score. Good play action there, Mac, and Connor Johnson was wide open.
Yeah, nice job, Johnson there. Kind of got behind the defense there, and it was just a matter of Nye delivering the ball, and he did. And then it was goes into the end zone untouched there for an easy score for the Missiles.
That's one of those where you're worried the guy may be too open, Mac.
He may be too open, and it slips through his hands, and he goes, oh, darn.
But the young freshman Connor Johnson back in the end zone, and the Missiles lead here 28-0. As going to have a timeout here taken by the Missiles. With that, we'll take one with them. 10:54 to go. Milledgeville 28, River Ridge 0. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout. High School as we wait the 2-point conversion. As the Missiles took a timeout here after Nye finding Connor Johnson. We'll go update the scoreboard. I believe there was maybe one other scoreboard we had last. It was 16-0. Lee win on top of Stockton after the first quarter. And another one here is same score. South Beloit at the end of the first quarter on top of Orangeville, 16-0. As now comes Nye and the Missiles for the 2-point conversion here. Pistol formation. Nye going to take the snap. Wilk lined up behind him. Fake it to Wilk. Nye looking for Johnson and incomplete, but I think we're going to have a hold maybe on the River Ridge. Pass interference.
Yep, I think exactly it's going to be pass interference.
Yep, a hold. Yep, he signaled a hold.
Well, you're exactly right. I think they were trying a little something different, a little flair there in that timeout here, and I'm of the camp, Kyle. I don't know how you are. I don't care what show on film. You got to work on it in the game.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, and at some point you got to work on the game. And yes, it will be on film, but obviously somebody's going to see it somewhere. But oh well.
Yep. 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Knight takes a snap, fakes it to Wilk, rolls to his right. Got Tom Smith wide open. 2-point conversion is good. Milledgeville leads here. 10:54 to go in the second quarter by a score of 30-0. We'll be back on your Area Sports Leader WCCI after the 60-second timeout. Welcome back here to River Ridge High School. Missiles set to kick off. Ebersole will tow it up. Going to be the squib onside kick. Nicely covered up here once again by River Ridge. 42. Nicely done by Edgar Guerrero. So 1st and 10 for River Ridge. Ball on their own 49. Had a couple good plays their last series, just unable to convert, and then turned it over on downs to the Wildcats. 10:52 to go here in this opening half. Milledgeville on top 30-0. Reese out of the shotgun formation. Winter lined up to his left. Reese takes a snap. Now he's going to try to run it out the left side. And he's going to be tackled there by Tom Smith for a loss of about 2.
Loss of about 1. Brings up 2nd and 11 for Ridge. Long 11.
2nd down and 12 now for the Wildcats. 10:28 to go here in this first half. Like another score. Yep, thank you, Mike. I just seen that as well. My brother for listening. Dupec 14, Galena 0. Second down and 12. Reese takes a snap and going to hand it to Nicholas. And Nicholas is going to be dropped in the backfield by Wilk. Another loss.
Nice job by Wilk staying home there, and Nicholas kind of just ran into him, and then it's just a matter of executing the tackle. But 3rd and 19 there for the Wildcats now. So this, down in distance, this has really been evident here because the Wildcats are just in such a disadvantage when it's 3rd and 10 plus.
At 3rd and 19. This is got to be happy with his defensive effort if you're Coach Roble. Like I said, after the last couple of games, not being able to get a stop on anyone, but looked very solid here in this first half of play. 3rd and 19, Reese. Shotgun formation. Ransom this time the back off to his left. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Reese takes a snap, drops back. Gonna air it out to Kettleson, and pass falls incomplete. Covered there by Johnson. And it's going to be 4th and 19.
I think this is almost for sure a punt situation, Kyle, here. If you're River Edge, you just need to punt the ball away here and get that defense back on the field. And
Yep, 25 is back on the field. Ben Richmond left injured earlier, but he's back on the field there for the Wildcats. Reese out of the punt formation, takes the snap from the 30, gets it off. And bounces inside the Missiles 35 and will roll out of bounds there, where they will take over 1st and 10, about their own 34-yard line. 9:02 here to go in the opening quarter. Missiles take over, and boy, it's just been very sharp offensively, Mac, here in this first half of the Missiles.
Yeah, the Missiles have looked very, very good this first half here, offensively and defensively, for that matter. It's just they've kind of done a nice job of mixing the pass and the run and throwing a lot of different formations at the Wildcats here.
1st and 10 for the Missiles, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Nice shotgun formation. Now drops back to pass. Gonna throw it deep for Audie. Audie covered by Ransom, and Audie has it go through his hands, incomplete. Boy, didn't I put it right on him, but good coverage there by Ransom as well.
I would agree. Very, very good coverage there by Ransom, but just good football there. And Audie just about came up with it, but just the last minute there, Ransom knocked it away. So I see Audie still hobbling a little bit on that ankle as he runs off the field there after that play. So probably just kind of working through it, his injury, but great to see him back on the field.
2nd down and 10 now for the Missiles. Nye gonna hand it to Wilk. Wilk up the middle, met there by Winter. Gain of about 6 there for Wilk. Did a good job moving the pile there for a little bit, did Wilk. Bring up about 3rd and 4 now for the Missiles. Ball on the River Ridge 40-yard line, or ball on their own 40-yard line. 8:35 to go here in the second quarter. Milledgeville leads 30-0. See if the Wildcats can rise up on defense here. 3rd and 4, Nye under center. Gonna hand it to Spencer 9. He's gonna be tacked right at the line of scrimmage there nicely. Ball came up, but they're gonna say he was down.
Looks like no gain on the play.
Yeah, Longmore in there on the initial stop. So going to be 4th and 4 and decision time for Coach Roble and the Missiles. You going to go for it on your own 40 here, Mac, or are you going to punt it away?
I think I'm a kick it guy here.
I would too. You don't hate to give. If you're the Missiles, any momentum to River Ridge, or if you're River Ridge, you get a stop, maybe you can gain some momentum back here.
I think you just kick it away is the safe call here.
And they're going to take a timeout to think
probably a good idea too.
Yep, timeout here. 7:43 to go in the second quarter. River Ridge trails Milledgeville 30-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds on your sports leader WCCI. Welcome back here to River Ridge High School. Mac, looks like the Missiles are going to go for it. 4th and 4, ball on the River Ridge 40-yard line. Nye out of shotgun formation. Wilk to his left. Tom Smith goes in motion. Nye's going to keep it up the middle, and he's going to have the first down. He's across the 45, about the 48-yard line, maybe 47.5, 47. 7 yards for Nye on 4th and 4. That'll get the job done too, Mac.
Nice job by Nye there, just knowing where the sticks were and where he had to get to, and he just put that extra burst at the end of his run there to fall forward, and that just basically was the difference there to move the sticks. So nice job by the Missiles. They start over on downs.
Now 3 wide receivers to the left, Tom Smith, Johnson, and Wilk. Nye out of shotgun formation, Connor Johnson to his right. Nye drops back to pass. Going to be the screen pass to Casey Johnson. He's got blockers in front. He's across the 40, down about the 39-yard line. Gain of about 13 there to Casey Johnson. They thought that was going to go for longer than what it did there, Mac.
Yeah, nice job there by Nye. He felt the pressure coming on him there as the Wildcats were in a blitz and just threw it over the blitz attack coming at him, and then Johnson there just picked up some positive yardage.
Went around the stop there for the Wildcats. 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the River Ridge 39-yard line. 6:40 counting here in the second quarter. Same formation, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Shotgun formation for Nye. As Nye takes a snap, going to roll to his right, going to air it out deep, looking for Wilk, and it just threw his hands incomplete. Covered there by Ransom, Kettleson back there as well.
Nice job by Wilk there not stopping. He just about came up with that ball, which would have been a heck of a catch, but would have been a touchdown if he'd have come up with that ball.
Another freshman seeing some playing action here tonight for the Missiles. I think he was in on the last series as well. Didn't see it earlier, but did notice it. Carter Livingood, the freshman in there, playing center. Carter, 5'8", 190-pound freshman. Part of the unbeaten Missile fresh soft team. As Nye takes the snap, going to hand it to Wilk, and Wilk's going to be met in the backfield. Gonzalez, the first one to get him, 63 in there as well. Robertson has a big stop there for the Wildcats. Met Wilk in the backfield for about a loss of 3.
Loss of 3 on the play brings up 3rd and 13 for the Missiles.
3rd and 13 for the Missiles. Connor Johnson runs off. Audie runs in. 5:52. So the Wildcats held them to a 4th down last time, Mac. Unable to get a 4th down stop, but now they got him behind the sticks again here. 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left this time. Audie split out to the left by himself. Shotgun formation for Nye. Takes a snap. He's going to roll to his left, almost loses the ball. Now he's going to throw it to Audie. Pass incomplete. Looking for him on the sideline. He just never had a good grip on that ball, Mac.
No, he didn't, and it's really obvious when Audie's in the lineup there. He really is one of his favorite targets, and for good reason.
Yeah, the All-State receiver. It's his first game action of the year, been out all season. The ankle foot injury. That's now 4th and 13, but ball on the River Ridge 42. Got to think the Missiles are probably going to go for it here as well, Mac.
Yeah, I think so. I really do. I think they'll probably spread it out here and see if they can't chuck it up here for letting Nye use his arm.
One to the right, 3 to the left this time. Audi split out to the right this time. Shotgun formation. Nye drops back to pass. Going to be pressured. Now he's going to tuck it and run. He's got a green grass in front of him. Nye race to the sticks. He's going to have it. Going to be tackled by Winter inside the 20. So Nye on a good gainer from the 42 inside the 20. So Nye on 4th and 13 converts. And boy, that's just a backbreaker there if you're the Wildcats, Mac.
Oh, exactly. And Nye just using his legs there to get the first down there. Realized that nobody was open there, but he had plenty of space there in the middle of the field just to run for the first down, and that's exactly what he did. So 1st and 10 here. 15-yard line, Kyle?
Yeah, 26-yard run there for Nye. 4th and 13, Nye scrambles for 26-yard. Yeah, just outside the 15, looks like on the 16. Nye gonna pitch it to Wilk. Wilk off the left side gets a nice block from Kaysen Johnson, and he dives inside the 5-yard line, about the 5-yard line. Gain of 11 there for Wilk. So 1st and goal for the Missiles. Ball on the River Ridge 5-yard line. Missiles go quick. I formation. Nye going to pitch it to Wilk off the right side. And the Wildcats snipped it up. But Wilk breaking tackles. He's down inside about the 2-yard line before he's tackled by Winter. He ran through a couple arm tackles there, Mac.
Yeah, nice job there. He just continued to move his legs here. And that nice job here. First and goal from the 2.
2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. Excuse me. You're right. We have kind of a funny angle here on that. On the south side of the field here.
2nd and goal for the Missiles. Ball on the Wildcat 2-yard line. I formation. 3:48 to go. Nye fakes to Wilk. Gonna throw it across his body to Connor Johnson, and the pass is complete for a Missile touchdown. Nye, great job by the offensive line, Mac. We'll give them some credit. Eversole, Living Good, as well as who's the other one in there? Akers. Nye had all day to throw that on that play action there, Mac.
Yeah, he did. Exactly. It was a little kind of a counter bootleg, and found Johnson out there for the easy catch.
2 receptions for Connor Johnson, 2 touchdowns. 4th touchdown pass for Nye. Now we go for the 2-point conversion. 3:40 to go here in this opening half. Nye takes a snap, fakes it to Wilk. Rolls or throws to his left to Tom Smith, who's got it. Nice pass there, Nye. Good coverage there, but Nye with a better pass, complete to Tom Smith. 3:40 to go here in this first half. Milledgeville 38, River Ridge 0. We'll be back in 60 seconds on your Sports Theater WCCI. Welcome back. Welcome back here to River Ridge High School. Kick by Ebersole. Ran back by Winter, where he's tackled by Wilk. As it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Ball, let's see where they're going to mark it, about the 25-yard line here for River Ridge. 3:30 to go here in this first half. See if the Wildcats can get something going here on offense. The line of scrimmage just been controlled both offensively and defensively by the Missiles here, Mac.
Yeah, I've really done a nice job. I talked about it earlier. They've just done a nice job up front there, just really controlling both sides of the ball offensively.
1st and 10. for Reese and the Wildcats. He's going to throw it to Kettleson. Kettleson has it go through his hands. Him and Johnson got tripped up there. I think there was inadvertent contact, Mac. Their feet got a little tangled up.
Yeah, it would have been a nice catch if Kettleson would have come up with that, but it definitely was in his hands too. So I don't think the official feel there was an advantage one way or another.
So 2nd and 10 now for the Wildcats. 3:21 to go here in this first half of play. Another score here. Polo leads 24-0 on top of Flanagan and Cornell Woodland. Thank you for that score update there, Mike. As Lee win 28, Stockton 6 in the second quarter as well. Reese going to hand it to Ransom. Ransom going to be stopped there by Promenschinkel. Ebersol in there as well for no gain on the play.
No gain on the play, brings up 3rd down for the Wildcats.
3rd down and 10 here for the Wildcats. 3:05 to go in this first half of play. Well, what a first half here for the Missiles.
They've pretty much done everything right. And, you know, what's amazing is we haven't had a turnover yet this half.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, so it's just been back and forth football here, but Milledgeville has done a real nice job executing when they do have the ball.
3rd down and 10. Reese, shotgun formation, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. And going to have motion. Yep, false start here on River Ridge. Now 32-0 Polo on top of Flanagan and Cornell. It's Polo. That's going to be a team there, Mac. They had a couple losses early to this Milledgeville team and Amboy, another team that's been battle-tested. But don't forget, don't count out the Marcos or the Missiles for that fact either with the 3 losses. Like I said, a couple of battle-tested teams. Amboy going to be in there as well. But a little more balance in the 8-man games this year with some Decatur Lutheran. West Central looks really, really good. Like I said, there's at least 7, 8 legit teams that could win it all. Should make for an exciting playoff. Another flag, another illegal motion here on River Ridge. So now 3rd and 20 for River Ridge. It's 2:05 and counting for this first half. Two minutes to go. Reese drops back to pass. Gonna air it out, looking for Kettleson, and that's well over his head. Gonna bring up a 4th and 20. Pressure once again by the Missiles front of Adamek, Nye, Ebersol, and Promenschinkel. So 4th down and 20. Appreciate all our listeners tonight. Send me a message, hit me a text if you want to shout out here. Appreciate all the listeners and sponsors here tonight. It's 4th and 20. Gotta think you're got to punt here. You're deep in your own territory here, Mac.
I think with 1:53 left in the half here, I think you're just going to have to boot it away and put your defense back on the field.
Reese is going to be standing about his own 5-yard line. As a snap almost over his head. Going to be a fake. They're going to run it to Winter. Winter's got some room in front, but he's not going to make it. As Reese to Winter going to gain 11, but they needed 20.
Well, you said there when Reese is the quarterback, is also the punter, you know, possibilities of always faking, throwing the ball, tucking it, whatever it might be, because he's used to doing such things. I'm going to go back to the old Cowboys and Danny White.
Yes.
That was a unique situation in the NFL once upon a time.
Yes. So 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Now they lead the Missiles, Mac, with a short field here. 1:47 to go in the half. Missiles are inside the 30, about the 28-yard line of River Ridge. Nice shotgun formation once again. Gonna drop back to pass, looking to his right. Gonna throw it up to Audie, and Audie comes down with it. Did he? Yes, he did. Audie comes down with it. Might have squirted out there at the end, but what a catch there. Nye finding Audie in the end zone, 28 yards. What a throw and what a catch.
I didn't see any way possible that he could catch that ball there. Defender was between him and the ball there, and somehow he comes up with it there and for the quick strike.
Yeah, Audie's 2nd touchdown of the year. As Yeah, just made a good play on the ball, did Audie. Good coverage. I think that was Ransom on the coverage. I thought maybe he was going to get flagged for interference, but he did a good job of stopping, of not running into the receiver, Mac. A lot of those balls that are a little underthrown, you see the pass interference, but Audie just outfought him for the ball. Missiles will go for 2 now. 1:39 to go here in this first half. Shotgun formation once again. Tom Smith comes in motion. Takes a snap, now rolls to his right, looking for Pauly. Pass falls incomplete. Good coverage there by Ransom. 1:39 to go in the first half. Milledgeville 44, River Ridge 0. We'll be back in 60 seconds on your sports leader WCCI. Welcome back here to River Ridge High School. Kick received by Winner inside his 10-yard line. He's got some running room across the 20, across the 30, about the 31 maybe yard line. Nice return there by Winner. Tackled by Spencer Nye as well as Ebersole. It's 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. 1:27 to go in this first half. Reese comes out of shotgun formation. Ransom off to his right. Kettleson and Winter to the left. Nicholas to the right. Tight end formation. Reese gonna hand it to Winter, and he's gonna be met there by Promenchinkle, as well as Wilk. Gain of 1 there for the Wildcats. Just tough sledding for the ground game here tonight for River Ridge. Winter come in having a nice season as well on the ground. As down to the final 57 seconds. As Winter came in with 922 yards on the year, averaging 131 per game. Missiles have done a nice job bottling up. That's going to be Winter. There he is. Just as I say that, Mac, he gets loose, and Winter's in the open. He's inside the 40, inside the 30, going to be tracked down by Ebersole. So nice gainer there from the 32 and all the way down to the Wildcat, or the Missile 27-yard line.
Well, you spoke too soon there, Kyle. You said how the Missile's done a nice job, but Winter breaks free there and just kind of scoots along there. And
41 yards there for Winter. As play fake, Reese finds Winter, and he's going to take it to the end zone. Reese finds Winter. They caught the Missile sleeping. A little play action pass. Reese to Winter for 26 yards, and the Wildcats are on the board here, Mac.
Well, nice drive there. Basically just Reese and Winter there hooking up. Winter with a long run and then hooking up there on the play action there. And Winter finds the end zone, but good to get the Wildcats on the board here before half. 13 seconds left in the half. They'll go for 2.
Yep, Reese and the Wildcats going for 2. Nicholas in the backfield with him. Reese going to throw it to Kelson, and it's through his hands, incomplete, covered by Johnson. 13 seconds remaining in this first half. Milledgeville 44, River Ridge 6. We'll be back in 60 seconds on your sports leader WCCI. Welcome back here to River Ridge High School. And here comes the onside kick as ball is loose and going to go out of bounds there. Boy, the River Ridge Wildcats had a shot at it, Mac. But
yeah, they dashed right along danger zone there, but rolls out of bounds there.
And it's 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on their own 35-yard line. See the Missiles will, how aggressive they get. Just looks like they're just going to take a knee here, Mac, and go into the half with his comfortable lead, as Nye does just that. As he takes a snap and takes a knee, that's going to be it here at the half. A dominant performance here, Mac, in that first half is probably something the whole Missile team and the community of Milledgeville needed to see a little bit after this emotional week, Mac. Give credit to Coach Roble and the staff for having his team focused for everything that's going on at Milledgeville here this past weekend. They just played a very good half of football.
Yeah, a fantastic half. Just really focused in and really it just looked like they had total focus that first half, offensively, defensively. They just did a nice job. You know, they moved the ball really well, Kyle, and I commented a couple times here, multiple different looks at the Wildcats here, and multiple guys got involved. It wasn't just kind of a one-man show here. And, you know, I think 8-man is really, I've heard about 8-man, how if you have one really dominant player, that makes you really good. Well, I think to myself, what happens if I had two, or I had, two dominant players and then 2 or 3 role players that work good together? But I think we saw a lot of that from Milledgeville that first half, is really, really distributed and balanced. And I think that's kind of showing here that they've played a really, really tough schedule up to this point here. And it shows just their aggressiveness and their crispness on their offense and defense side of the balls.
Yeah, like I said, they just came out firing from the get-go. They got a 3-and-out on that first possession and then quickly down the field. Like I said, no huddle, boom, boom, boom. They were going quick. Like I said, they were running out of the eye. They were running out of the spread, out of the Wildcat. They showed about a little bit of everything in that first half.
Well, no turnovers.
Yeah.
So you can't say that they picked up points. They earned them. They earned all those points, not off turnovers, through just playing 4-and-out type football.
Yep.
Or 3-and-out. So, good job on the defensive side of the ball. You're a little concerned about that because you said the last couple of weeks the defense just hasn't shown up like they could. And tonight seems like they kind of turned over a new leaf.
Yes, is that. Absolutely. Defense has been really good here tonight as well, the offense. But for River Ridge, you got something to build on. You scored there right before half. You got Winter loose on the ground, and then found Reese finally had some time to throw the ball and put a nice ball, and they get on the scoreboard. Like I said, they can build in the second half.
That was very quick. We saw how fast that River Ridge knocked those yards off, and Winter with a long run, and then Winter over the middle there for an easy score. So, River Ridge probably just needs that. Maybe that spark helps them roll into that second half here, where they can get some moving offensively. But up to this point, they just haven't had much luck on the offensive side of the ball, just running or passing.
Yep, and we'll go with the first half stats here first for the River Ridge on offense here tonight. We have Winter with 7 carries for 27 yards, Ransom 2 carries for no yards, Nicholas 2 carries for -1, and Reese 3 carries for -13 yards. Through the air, Reese was 4 for 11 with a touchdown for 49 yards. And through the air, Kettleson 1 reception for 7 yards. Winder 3 receptions for 42 yards and a touchdown. They had 5 penalties for 25 yards. For the Milledgeville Missiles here on offense here that first half, we have Wilt with 8 carries for 29 yards. Nye 4 carries for 101 yards and a touchdown. Tom Smith 1 carry for 5 yards. And then through the air, Nye very efficient through the air, 11 for 15. Of those 11 completions, 5 of them, Mac, went for a touchdown and 200 yards through the air. So Nye 201 yards through the air and 101 on the ground. So a very good first half for Connor Nye.
Yeah, I think if anything, that probably jumps out as much as anything. What a half he put together, Nye with his legs and his arms.
Yeah, and talk about the weapons. Now with Audie back, that's just another weapon. He spread the ball around, Mac. We had receptions, 4 receptions for Case and Johnson and a touchdown, 4 receptions, 53 yards, 1 reception for Tom Smith for 7. We had Wilk, 1 reception for 21 yards. Then Connor Johnson, 2 receptions, 2 touchdowns for 45 yards. And then Audie has 3 receptions for 75 yards and 2 touchdowns. So spreading the ball around as well.
The balance is what's really impressive there, running the ball and passing the ball. You get the balance, and that's why you can tack on, 44 points and a half is when you spread the ball around and everybody, and then that makes you tough to beat down the road.
Yep, Missiles 2 penalties for 20 yards. We'll check the scoreboard. I heard Polo was up 46-0 at last check over Flanagan Cornell Woodland. As at the half, Amboy over Freeport Aquin 22-6. Last update was still South Beloit 16, Orangeville 0. Second quarter, Lee Wen just continues to march on. Mac Lee Wen 44, Stockton 6, as well as Dupec up at the half 20-0 over Galena. Dakota 44, West Carroll 0 at the half. As that rounds out the halftime scores there. Any thoughts on this first half before we go to break, Mayor Mac?
Well, it's I think Milledgeville showing kind of really pushing their will here, and why they're a 4-3 team, and they're going to be a dangerous team in the playoffs here. And River Ridge, they just they haven't been able to find their stride here in that first half. But you saw glimpses there at the end of the first half there what they could do. And so I think if you're Milledgeville here, you want to really come out in that second half here and stop any momentum. And if you're River Ridge, hey, we just did it. Let's do it again.
Yep, absolutely. Good first half for the Missiles. We'll see if River Ridge bounces back here in the second half. As want to mention the River Ridge staff here, as they've done a nice job here tonight putting a raffle together, benefit for both players involved in that accident. Just another nice. The community has really stepped up here, Mac. You've seen all over on Facebook. River Ridge was raffling off some helmets and a pork chop dinner here tonight. Milledgeville's having a thing there next week at their school. Polo had an event. Forston's having an event. Galena's having it. All over the state, they've really come together to help the community of Milledgeville and these two young boys there that need all the help they can get.
Yeah, I think it's just fantastic that every community has jumped in, and we're competitors on the field, but off the field, guess what? We're still all in this together, and then people realize that. And so, it's hats off to not just Milledgeville and their efforts, but all the other communities too as well.
Yeah, good, nice job here by Mike Foltz, Sean Albright, and all the staff here at River Ridge High School. We appreciate everything they've done as well. But once again, your score here at the half, Milledgeville 44, River Ridge 6. We'll be back on Area Sports Leader WCCI after this halftime break. Welcome back to River Ridge High School. Kyle Leach joined by Mark Macomb here. Your score here at the half, Milledgeville 44, River Ridge 6. And it's just a great effort here by the Missiles in that first half of play. As they scored early and often, Mac, but the Wildcats with maybe a little momentum going into halftime, getting on the board here. We'll see. As let's see who had the River Ridge had the ball first, so we'll be Missile ball to start the second half.
Yeah. And I think if you're the Missiles here, Kyle, what do you tell them in half? I mean, what we played a good half, but let's not be content or satisfied here. Let's continue where we started the half, because we didn't end the half real good.
Yeah, River Ridge, you want to continue to score some points here and get some momentum going into next week, because the next week's going to be a big one for them to try to get that fourth win at Orangeville next week, as the Missiles will be back at home against St. Thomas More. But if you're the Missiles, I think you still want to preach that defensive effort. The Missiles, it hasn't been a problem for them scoring points all year. It's bringing it on the defensive end, so you want to see that continue here if you're Coach Robo and the Missiles in that second half.
Right, and I think Coach Robo realizes that we're going to have to play some defense here. We just can't get into a gunslinging shooting match and try to outscore and have the ball last here to win games here. We're going to have to learn how to stop people, and tonight's a good example, but I think you want to be consistent with that defensive stops.
Yes, exactly. So we'll update some scores throughout the night. Like I said, other 8-man games going on tonight. Shreveport-Aquin is at Amboy, Orangeville at South Beloit, Flanagan again, Cornell Woodland at Polo, AFC at Peoria Heights, Kirkland Hiawatha at Central City, and Decatur at Metro East. And tomorrow afternoon, there's a host of games. Alden Hebron at Scioto West Prairie, Galva at West Central, Pawnee at Bushnell-Prairie City, Ridgewood at South Fork, Martinsville at Champaign St. Thomas More, and Danville Schlarman at Milford Cissna Park. The NUIC games tonight, Dakota at West Carroll, Dupeck at Galena, and Stockton at Lee Wynn. There's 2 games tomorrow as well. Forreston at Gibson City, Melvin Sibley, and EPC travels to Fulton. So be a nice afternoon to go out and catch a game if you're looking for something to do as well.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm guessing that's probably a shortage of refs.
I was going to say that. We should bring that up. That's what you exactly right. Some schools have had to play on Thursday nights as well, but much more Saturday games than there ever used to be. And I'm a shortage, and it's not going to get any better.
No, it isn't. It isn't, unfortunately, here. Those are definitely guys that give back to the game, and I commend those guys for what they do. But I'm good with the Saturday afternoon games. It's kind of a little bit of change of pace, and you get a little bit of a kind of a college football atmosphere, and people middle of the day here, and hopefully the sun's out here in the fall there, they can enjoy a football game.
Nice crisp. I don't like the Saturday games early when it's 85 degrees. That doesn't fit.
No,
nice
but
crisp Saturday mornings. We have one of those Saturday games coming up next week, Mac.
Yeah, no, it ought to be a dandy down there at Floyd Dobb Field.
As here comes a kick, going to be a squib kick. Covered nicely there by Spencer 9. The Missiles will have it 1st and 10. Ball on their own 45-yard line. It'll be a great Saturday afternoon down there at Floyd Dobb Field. And that's going to be a huge game for the Missiles with playoff seeding on the line. Then that one as well as maybe home field in that first round. Yeah, and that,
you think that doesn't sound like a big deal, but you'll thank yourself later in the playoffs when you get those home games.
1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on their own 45-yard line. Nye under center, I formation, Tom Smith and Wilk in the backfield. Nye going to roll out, play action. Going to find Kason Johnson. He's got it inside the 35 before he's pushed up the 34-yard line.
I'll come right out
to Kason Johnson for 26 yards.
Nice job by Johnson there. Hooking up, boy, they just really look like they're in tune with each other, because Nye throws a nice ball and Johnson runs right under it.
1st and 10 for the Missiles. Nye going to hand it to Wilk. Wilk off the left side. He's inside the 30, inside the 25, down about the 21-yard line. First and 10 for the Missiles. Down to the 21, 13 there for Wilk. 1st and 10 for the Missiles. 11:05 here to go in this third quarter. Milledgeville on top, 44-6. 1st and 10. Ball on the Wildcat 21-yard line. I formation for Nye. Double tight end set. Pauly and Johnson in at tight ends. Nye takes a snap, fakes to Wilk. Gonna roll out to his right. Gonna look for Kason Johnson, and he's got it. Gonna be pushed out of bounds inside the 2, maybe down to the right at the 2. 19 yards to Kason Johnson. He put that right on the money, Mac.
And just another execution. Just Nye's really, really comfortable back there tonight, Kyle. I just noticed how he's matured. My first opportunity to see the Missiles this year, but saw him last year a few times, and he's really, really advanced and matured, and it's obvious here on these drives he's had all night tonight.
Yeah, this might be the best game for Nye's had this year. He's had some good ones, but this is going to be right towards the top. First and goal for the Missiles, ball on the Wildcat 2-yard line. I formation, Promenschinkel in there at fullback. He takes a carry. He's met at the line of scrimmage. The push, and he's in. Jacob Promenschinkel going to get rewarded with a touchdown run here. The offensive and defensive lineman takes it in. 2 yards for the Missile touchdown. So Jacob Promenschinkel, his first touchdown of the season, and the Missiles extend their lead here to 50-6. .10:04 here to go in this third quarter. Missiles going for 2. Shotgun formation. Wilk and Pauly to the right. Johnson and Smith to the left. Nye takes a snap, runs it right up the middle, and he is in. 2-point conversion, good. 10:04 to go here in this third quarter. Milledgeville 52, River Ridge 6. We'll be back in 60 seconds on your sports leader, WCCI. Welcome back here to River Ridge High School as Ebersole set to tow it up here for the Missiles after an opening second half drive there. The Missiles picked up right where they left off, Mac.
Yeah, what a fantastic, impressive drive coming out of the locker room there for the second half of the Missiles. And looks like they'll shoot one across the ground.
Ebersole kick going to be picked up there by Kettleson. He gets through one tackle, but Wilkes got he wrapped up about the 26-yard line where the Wildcats will take over 1st and 10. Another score I wanted to update in the big Sterling, closer to Milledgeville, there's a bigger game in the air. Sterling and Moline for the Western Big Six. That's going to be for that championship most likely. 2 unbeaten teams in conference is at the half. Moline 14, Sterling 7. That'll be a good one down there in Moline.
In Moline, yes.
We'll check some other area scores here as well. Last I'd seen was, I don't know if that was correct, that Polo score was 56-0 the end of the first quarter over Flanagan. As Winter on the carry, going to be tackled by Livingood. Spencer Nye in there, as well as Micah Tom Smith. No gain on the play there. 2nd and 10 for River Ridge. So 1st and 10. Thank you to the NUIC Facebook page, as well as my brother Mike for the score updates. NUICfootball.com. If Kyle Kampmeyer, they do a lot of work on that page. It's such a great source.
They do, and guess what? It kind of goes Monday through Friday.
It does.
Friday to Friday of just kind of different things and events throughout the conference, and it's just great that we have enthusiastic people, and they're trying to share that with all the fans.
Yep, Reese fakes it to Ransom, going to throw to his right. Pass incomplete there for Winter. Kyle Kampmeyer does a nice job there. Give them a shout out, as well as Greg Armstrong and the View from the West podcast. They do a great job on Into Your Podcast listening to that. They cover Northwest Illinois football as well, from, like they said, they do the Western Big Six to the Three Rivers, Lincoln Trail, NUIC. They do it all, as well as 8-man. That's another great listen there, too, for football fans. As I'll be joined by both Greg and Kyle I was nicely invited to join their playoff show this year, coming up here just a week away from Saturday, Mac. That's hard to believe.
It is very hard to believe that we're right on top of playoff time, and it's kind of what you've been working for all summer, and it's right here in front of us.
Yep, and NUICfootball.com, their YouTube channel, that Saturday night, 7 o'clock, we'll have all the coverage of 1 through 3A, all the brackets, our picks. So it's going to be a must-do listen. Reese gets it to Ransom. Ransom out in front. He gets across. He's going to have a first down. Knocked out of bounds out here by Johnson. So a nice gain there. Going to be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. They had it at their own 26, now to the 20. So 24-yard lines. Reese to Ransom. First and 10 for the Missiles, or 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Ball right on the 50-yard line. 7 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Milledgeville 52, River Ridge 6. Reese, shotgun formation, drops back to pass. Going to have Ransom in the flat. Ransom gets away from one defender. Now he's got some room to run. Gets by another defender. Cuts across the field. He's still running. He's inside the 30, inside the 20. Ransom running all over the field. Finally tackled by Johnson. But another nice completion. Reese to Ransom there. Nice run by Ransom.
Ransom there, he's gotten the ball multiple times that first half, but really didn't show that spark there. But he's had 2 nice runs back-to-back here, and it's
down to the 15, so that's good for about 35 yards on that one.
Yeah, Ransom doing a nice job reading his blockers there.
So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Ball in the Missiles. 45-yard line. Reese drops back to pass. This finds Winter. Winter's going to have another nice gainer, and he gets through, and he's going to go in for the touchdown. Winter broke 2 tackles of the Missiles, and he's in for a Wildcat touchdown. As a nice drive there by Reese and the Wildcats. 3 straight completions.
Well, we kind of saw glimmers of this in the end of the first half here, and first time the Wildcats touched the ball, they marched the ball right down the field just efficiently. You wouldn't know the score of the game the way they executed that drive.
Several substitutes on the field for the Missiles here as well, as they now go for 2. 5:57 to go here in this third quarter. Wildcats will go for 2. Reese, shotgun formation, Ransom to his right. 2 right receivers to the right, 1 to the left is McGovern. Reese takes the snap, now rolls to his right. Rolls to the flat, finds Kettleson, and the 2-point conversion is good. 5:57 to go in the third. Milledgeville 52, River Ridge 14. We'll be back on Area Sports Theater WCCI after the 60-second timeout. Back here to River Ridge High School. River Ridge kicking off. Onside kick going to be recovered nicely there by the Missiles. Carter Livingood jumps on it for the Missiles. So 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball about on the Wildcat 49-yard line. I'm going to add some stats here, Mac. I'll let you take some play calling duties here.
Well, the Missiles here organizing. Looks like they're working on getting the play run in here. Looks like we're going to have a new quarterback. Evan, is it Sheck?
Yes.
Sheck?
Evan Shank.
Shank.
Yep.
The freshman.
Yep.
The freshman
for
looks
the
like
Missiles.
he's going to come in quarterback. Learning the I formation. Sheck passes off hands off to Tom Smith, and he will get no gain on the play, so brings up 2nd and 10 for the Missiles, where they ball rests on the 49-yard line. 4:50 left in quarter number 3 here.
Yep, the clock.
Missiles still with that 52-14 lead.
Yep, the running clock, it will go faster there, Mac, but
It
not
will.
when team scores quickly. It's
Right.
like, yeah, they will stop it there.
Exactly.
1st and 10 for the Missiles. Schenk back under center. Gonna toss to Tom Smith. Tom Smith off the right. Gonna be a gain of about 4 yards there for Tom Smith.
And I don't know if the Missiles are going to probably put it up in the air at all, especially with a freshman in there. But it's great experience for the freshman to get in there and get under center and learn about the game here, because he's the future there. Niall will probably come back for a great senior year, but you have that sophomore ready to go.
Promising young group of Missiles here. Like I said, you've seen several freshmen in the varsity lineup here tonight. The unbeaten fresh off team for the Missiles. I said 2 of their key members, like I said, out with the accident. And thinking of them as well, Cy Dotson, a key member on the offensive line, as well as Landon Frederick, who saw quite a bit of varsity time as well. As Tom Smith on 3rd 5, going to be met there. Nice stick there by number 81, Longmore. Going to be about 4th and 1 for the Missiles.
4th and a foot for Milledgeville.
Wow, I think if I'm the Missiles here, I just go for it here. Hey, put a little pressure right back on the young group out there and see if they can perform here in a 4th and 1.
Yep, 4th and 1 for the Missiles. Ball on the Wildcat 40-yard line. 3:23 and counting in this 3rd quarter. Milledgeville on top, 52-14. Schenk and the Missiles will go for it here. I formation, Spencer Nye and Tom Smith in the backfield. Schenk going to be a quarterback keeper, and he's going to have it. He's pushing the pile there, and it's still going inside the 35 down near the 30. Could be about a 10-yard quarterback sneak there, Mac.
So is that a new stat? Is that yak? Yards after contact?
Yes.
I think he picked up about 8 yards after contact.
Yes. 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the Wildcat 30-yard line.
4th and 1, I'd like to see Junior in there in the middle. Maybe we'll go somewhere else.
There's a little bit of rugby there.
Yes, it was. That's
a little rugby.
Spencer Nye was in there. The offensive lineman just got
behind it.
Evan, yep. 38-16, South Beloit over Orangeville at the half. As Schenk under center, I formation, gonna keep it, and gonna be hitting the backfield. He might have got back to the line of scrimmage, tackled by Ransom, as well as McGovern in there. Lassa won that play for Schenk. As at the half, Polo 64, Flanagan 0.
Boy, that's a lot of points and a half. That has to be some turnovers in there, some quick scores.
So 2nd down and 11 for the Missiles. Double tight end set. Schenk gonna roll to his right. Now he looks to put it up. And looking for Paul. A pass almost intercepted there by Nicholas. Batted it down. Pass falls incomplete.
Just a reminder, if you're still hungry, stop down behind.
Let's bring up a 3rd down and 11 now for the Missiles. 1:10 to go here in this 3rd quarter.
Please support. Thank you.
As River Ridge, like I said, will close out their season next week at Orangeville. That'll be a Saturday game as well. Orangeville still with no lights on their field. They play all their games on Saturday up at Orangeville. Saturday afternoon, and the Missiles, 1 o'clock. That game will be right here on your Air Sports Leader, WCCI. They host Champaign St. Thomas More. A long trip up from Champaign. Schenk, shovel pass to Tom Smith. Ball's loose. It's still loose, and Schenk's going to dive on it. That should be an incomplete pass.
I think so. But boy, I'm not sure the officials
They're
see it
huddling
that
up.
way.
Yep, they are going to bring that. Will just be an incomplete pass, as it was a forward shovel pass, Schenk to Tom Smith. That should wind down the 3rd quarter here. I'd like to thank our sponsors here as well, as they include
We return from the break.
And we'll be back in 6
So at the end of 3,
tonight's sponsors: Full Throttle Power Sports, Casey's, Manny's Pizza, Sterling Napa, Sloan Implement, Country Financial. Johnson's Processing, Wally's Place, and McKenna's Flooring. So once again, your score after 3, Milledgeville 52, River Ridge 14. We'll be back in 60 seconds on your sports leader, WCCI.
The pass is complete. Down.
Drew Smith with the reception on the half.
As welcome back here to River Ridge High School. Coming out to start this fourth quarter. Mac, the missiles going for it on 4th and 11 as a halfback pass. Connor Johnson finding Tom Smith.
The lefty.
Yes.
All
down
good
for about
lefties. I'm a
24
lefty.
yards.
Kyle here, I root for a good lefty like that.
That's Johnson, 26 yards, down to 24 yards.
And goal on the left.
It'll be 1st and goal for the Missiles. Ball on the Wildcat 6-yard line. A little trickery for the Missile. Shank going to be a quarterback keeper up the middle, and he's going to be met there by Winter.
By George Winter.
Shank on the keeper. Stopped by Winter for a short gain.
Gain of about 1 down to the 5 for Shank. So 2nd and goal for the Missiles. Ball just inside the 5-yard line, about the 4.5. 10:40 to go here in this fourth quarter. Milledgeville on top, 52-14. And Shank out of the shotgun formation. 3 wide receivers to left, 1 to the right. Shank drops back, throws to Pauly, and Pauly has got it for a Missile touchdown. Zach Pauly's first touchdown reception of the year. And the Missiles add to the lead here. The freshman Shank to Pauly, the senior. Shank to Pauly for a 5-yard touchdown.
10 minutes left to go in the fourth
So
quarter.
10:16 to go here in the fourth quarter. Missiles will go for 2.
Point conversion here. Hey, it worked.
Pauly, 5-yard touchdown reception. Missiles will go for 2. Shank out of the shotgun formation, 2 to the right, 2 to the left.
I'm just amazed how they pass. I always thought
Shank drops back to pass, pressured, and he's going to be sacked in the backfield. Nice play there by Winter and the Wildcats. 10:16 here to go in this fourth quarter. Milledgeville 58, River Ridge 14. We'll be back in 60 seconds on your sports leader, WCCI. Welcome back here to River Ridge High School. Kyle Leach joined by Mark Macomber as the Missiles will kick this one off, and it goes out of bounds. Wildcats will take the ball here. 10-16 to go in the ball game. Milledgeville leads 58-14. As the Missiles have led throughout this one, it was 22-0 at the after one quarter, 44-6 at the half, 52-14 after three. As it now sits at 58-14. As the Wildcats get set to take over here after the Missile touchdown. Shank finding Zach Pauley on the last series. Update from Moline. Moline 21, Sterling 14 in the third quarter. Reese drops back to pass, finds Kettleson. Kettleson tackled there by Johnson, but a nice gain on first down for about 8. Reese to Kettleson. 8 yards on that play. Reese to Kettleson. Second down and 2 now for the Wildcats. Ball on their own 43-yard line. 9:28 and counting in this fourth quarter. So River Ridge will be on the road next week at Orangeville. Milledgeville back at home. Both Saturday games next week. Milledgeville at home versus Champaign St. Thomas More. Reese out of the shotgun formation. Ransom to his right. Gonna throw it deep to Kettleson. Kettleson's got a step, but Kettleson inside the 30, then knocked out of bounds. They say the pass was complete. Ball came loose, but pass complete. About at the, holding. It's coming back. I did not see the flag out there, Mac, but yep, there it is. So wipe off the completion. Reese to Kettleson. Would have had it about the 25-yard line.
Boy, the penalties just really, really stung the Wildcats tonight here.
Sixth penalty now for 35 yards. So,
but timing's usually the problem on penalties. You know, when you get a penalty when you've really done something positive and the penalty nullifies the play, it's difficult.
Yep, still mostly the varsity squad out there for the Wildcats. A lot of younger guys out there for the Missiles at the moment. As Reese drops back to pass, throws it to Winter, and he gets by the tackle of Miners, and he's got room to run. Winter down the sideline, tackled there by Connor Johnson about the 38-yard line. Reese to Winter. So that was good for about 32 yards to Winter. 89 yards receiving there for Winter. $163 now pass yards there for Reese and the Wildcats. 7:20 to go here in this fourth quarter. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Ball is caught there by number 81, Longmore. I don't think the Missiles knew that pass was complete there for a moment there, Mac.
Nice slant there by the Wildcats there. And
about 7 on the play for Longmore. Brings up 7-3.
Longmore there with a nice reception there. Second and called a long 2.
Yep, 2.5, almost 3 yards. 6:57 to go here. As now new quarterback is in for the Wildcats. The number 7 here, Damon Dittmer in. Sophomore quarterback in for the Wildcats. Dittmer takes the snap. Now he's going to run it off the left side. He's got room to run. Dittmer's inside the 25, inside the 20. Nice cut back there. Nice run there for Dittmer. Took it from the 31 down to about where they're going to mark it, Mac, about the 12-yard line. 12, 13, looks like the 13. 18 yards there for Dittmer. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Ball in the Missile, 13-yard line. 6 as we approach the 6-minute mark here of this fourth quarter. Dittmer, shotgun formation, Ransom to his left. Dittmer takes a snap, gonna fake it to Ransom. Now he keeps it up the middle, and he's gonna be tackled there by Livingood, Adamek, and Nye on the stop. Looks like no gain on the play that time for Dittmer. second down and 10 from the Wildcat, or from the Missile 13-yard line.
Sometimes even if you make the right read.
Putting the two this in for Rangers.
27-14. Moline on top
See Gonzalez go out. It looks like Lucas Holland
of Sterling.
Jr. is now the center on the team. They've had some problems with this
As Dittmer shotgun formation, gonna hand it. That's a new back in there. Let's see, number 20. Tackled by Livingood.
No game. Third.
Atuis on the carry.
Oh, the Wildcats really moving the ball nicely here and kind of stalled here. Got inside the red zone there and just kind of stalled out here. So,
Yeah, 3rd and 14 now. Ball on the Missile 17-yard line. 4:50 to go here in the ball game. Milledgeville 58, River Ridge 14. Hard to believe, Mac, we're already week 8. Like I said, we'll be talking playoffs next Saturday night. As pass complete to number 42, going to be tackled there by Sarber, Caleb Sarber. Pass complete to Guerrero.
this is that time of year they talk about all the what ifs. You know, as it leads into the playoffs, what if this and what if this happens, we get this. And so it's always fun for fans and coaches to kind of prophesize what might happen.
Gain of 6 there to Guerrero, Dittmer to Guerrero. 4th and 8 for the Wildcats. Ball on the 11-yard line of the Missiles. Dittmer going to drop back to pass, and now he's going to tuck it and run. Going to be sacked before he could even get away. Carter Livingood going to be credited with the sack. Yep, as that'll turn the ball over on downs. As the Missiles will take over 1st and 10. Ball on their own 14-yard line, it looks like, maybe 13-yard line.
Looks like there is 8 Wildcats in on defense.
I guess changes the possession. First and 10 for the Missiles. Shank still in there at quarterback. Going to be spread it out here. Paulie and Connor Johnson to the left. Spencer Nye and Tom Smith to the right.
David Buck and Edgar Leon Guerrero.
And it's going to be a reverse to Connor Johnson. He's going to be tackled, maybe still fighting. He was met in the backfield, but flags on the play. Multiple flags on this play.
I'm guessing it's probably a hold there, Kyle. Look where the
Most of
flags
the new
got
River
thrown.
Ridge defenders in there as well. So
Run is stopped for short gain.
2 penalties, 1 on each team it looks like here. So I'm guessing this is going to be offsetting.
And looks like the penalty is on.
No, I thought the first one was signaled towards River Ridge, but maybe they're both on Milledgeville. As back them up here. It's probably
Penalty is against Milledgeville. We'll replay the down.
so 1st down and going to be about maybe 17 yards to go. And it's going to be Johnson. Connor Johnson makes one man miss, and now Johnson's in the open field. Johnson's going to go all the way. He's got one man to beat. He's inside the 30, 25, 20, gets away from that guy, and Johnson's going to go over 80 yards for the touchdown.
Yards for a touchdown score.
Johnson carries ball
About 83 yards, or 93 yards on the carry. Looked like they were on their own 7. 93 yards for Connor Johnson. And boy, that seam opened up, Mac, and he had one man to beat, and he outran everybody.
It's just a foot race then at that point, and
We talked about how fast David Buck is.
nice job there by the Missiles.
He stayed with the Johnson, but he couldn't get him.
Connor Johnson, one of the many freshmen seeing a lot of action here tonight, goes 93 yards for the touchdown. Now we wait the 2-point conversion. I formation for Shank and the Missiles. Nye and Johnson in the backfield. Shank gonna play action and roll to his right. He's gonna throw. Got a wide open receiver. That's Zach Pauly. 2-point conversion, good. 3:10 to go here in the ball game. Milledgeville 66, River Ridge 14. We'll be back in 60 seconds on your sports leader WCCI. Welcome back here to River Ridge High School. Kick goes out of bounds there by the Missiles. River Ridge will take over 1st and 10. It's like the ball about their own 37-yard line. 3:10 to go here in the ball game.
Yeah,
66 to 44 to 16. South Beloit over Orangeville. 52 to 8. Lee win over Stockton. Dittmer back to pass, looking for number 88. Buck falls incomplete. Dupek 35, Galena 6. A minute to go in that game. 64 to nothing. Polo final over Flanagan.
Oh, I like you. I like you. Okay, we come there.
As it's now 2nd and 10 here for the Wildcats. 2:30 to go in the ball game.
Wide out. Dittmer alone in the backfield.
Dittmer gonna keep it right up the middle. He's got some room to run. Dittmer's gonna cross midfield. 45, 40-yard line.
Keeper on the keeper for River Ridge.
About 19 yards there for Dittmer. Pushed out of bounds by Johnson. First and 10 for the Wildcats. Ball on the Missiles 40-yard line.
Kept it. And worked out good, 19 yards. A minute 58 left to go. Clock is ticking.
First and 10, River Ridge. Dittmer takes a snap to Guerrero. He's going to be tackled there by Nye and Livinggood.
Guerrero off the left side.
-1 there for Guerrero.
Loss of about 1, brings up 2nd and 11 for River Ridge.
2nd down and 11, down to the final minute 30 here, Mac. As the Missile's going to get win number 5 and clinches a playoff spot there for sure for the Missiles, Mac. Is just a nice game and a big game for the Missiles here tonight for not only the players, the community, as the team. I tipped my hat to them. They really responded here tonight. Dittmer gonna air out here, looking up, and gonna be intercepted. Connor Johnson with the interception. It's about the 15-yard line. He's gonna return it across the 30, about the 35-yard line where
By Johnson.
he runs it back. Nice job there by the freshman Connor Johnson, and that's our first turnover of the ball game, Matt.
Yeah, exactly. Here, and we're under 2 minutes, and we see our first turnover, which is just amazing with all the points that were scored tonight that there weren't more turnovers.
He's got to think we're just a couple knees away here from the Missiles.
I would think
improving to 5-3 on the year. River Ridge will fall to 3-5. Down to the final 35 seconds here of this ball game. Just going to take one knee here.
So it
under
looks like
center victory formation here for the Missiles. Shank takes the snap and takes the knee here.
And that will be tonight's final.
That'll be your final here from River Ridge High School tonight. The Missiles proved to 5-3. River Ridge falls to 3-4. Missiles get the win here tonight, 66-14 over River Ridge. I'll recap the stats here. First for the Wildcats of River Ridge. On the ground tonight, we had Winter leading the way, 8 carries, 27 yards. Ransom, 2 carries for 0. Nicholas, 2 carries for -1. Or 2 carries for 1 yard. Excuse me. Reese, 3 carries for -13. Dittmer, 3 carries for 27 yards. Truist, 1 carry for -4. Guerrero, 1 carry for -1. Through the air tonight, Reese, 10 for 17 for 2 touchdowns and 170 yards. Dittmer had 6 yards passing on the night. Kettleson had 2 receptions for 15. Winter, 5 receptions for 89 and 2 touchdowns. Ransom, 2 for 59 yards. Longmore, 1 for 7, and Guerrero, 1 for 6. 6 penalties for 35 yards. Now for the Milledgeville Missiles here tonight. Offensively, had Wilk, 9 carries for 42 yards. Nye, 4 carries for 101 yards and a touchdown. Tom Smith, 4 for 14. Connor Johnson, 1 for 93 yards and a touchdown. Promenchenko, 1 for 2 yards and a touchdown. And Evan Shank, 3 carries for 10 yards for the Missiles. Through the air tonight, we had Nye was 13 for 17 for 246 yards and 5 touchdowns through the air. for Nye and the Missiles. So once again, 13 for 17, 246 yards and 5 touchdowns. Shank, he was 1 for 3 for 5 yards and a touchdown. Johnson had 1 completion. Connor Johnson for 24 yards. Then receiving, Kaysen Johnson. Quickly add his stats. I did not have his added up here. We have 53. Kaysen Johnson, 6 receptions, 98 yards, and a touchdown. Tom Smith had 2 receptions for 31. Wilk, 1 for 21. Had Connor Johnson, 2 receptions, 2 touchdowns for 45 yards. Zach Pauly, 1 reception for 5 yards and a touchdown. Bryce Audie returned to action tonight. He had 3 receptions for 75 yards and 2 touchdowns. 2 penalties for the Missiles in the ball game and 20 yards. And just a dominant performance here, Mac, as the Missiles had back-to-back losses with a forfeit win in between there. Like I said, with everything else going on this week here, I feel good for the Missiles to come out and get this victory here tonight.
Yeah, it's great to see the Missiles get back on track, and like you said, some of the off-field, distractions here. The Missiles really focused in, and tough week here for the Missiles emotionally, but here they put it all together on the field tonight, and it's great to see that the young men persevered. So, the Missiles become a playoff lock. I think that's the most important thing here tonight, that they captured that. Now everything we get after this point, only improves our position, whether it be home field or through an improved seeding. So the River Ridge Wildcats just couldn't find the rhythm tonight here. They tried a few things, and we saw glimmers of different times where they really did some good things here, but they just couldn't find the rhythm here. And some of that I blame. You got to tip your hat to the Milledgeville Missiles defense. I think they really came to play tonight, and that was ultimately they set the tone early that way, and that was really the difference here. They set that tone early, and the Wildcats really just couldn't rebound from some of that early defensive stances that the Missiles did.
Yeah, they started with that defensive stand right from the get-go and then quickly marched down the field, and it was 8-0, then it was 16 and 22-0, just like that, before the Wildcats even knew what hit them there.
Yeah, exactly. They really put 3 scores on the board real fast there, and when you dig yourself that kind of hole, if you're the Wildcats, it's just hard to pull yourself out of that. But I think 2 class programs. I think that's what you walk away from this. Both staffs here, you really just kind of get a good feeling is that they're just class through and through from top to bottom. And the other thing that I really noticed too is you got freshmen through seniors making contributions on both sides of the ball. And I think that's just great because that's truly a team.
Yes, I'd like to thank all the hospitality here at River Ridge tonight, Mike Fulch, Sean Albright, everything they've done, like the raffle they did to benefit the two kids' families as well. Like I said, just great host here tonight was River Ridge. Like I said, the support has been outstanding throughout the community here.
Yeah, and it's one of those things you just don't never know that until something happens that is unfortunate, and then you find out really what people are all about. And as you can see, nothing but class here from River Ridge, just like a lot of the other communities in the area.
Yep, so that's going to wrap up our coverage here tonight. I'd like to thank our sponsors here as well. Full Throttle Power Sports, Casey's, Manny's Pizza, Sterling Napa, Sloan Implement, Country Financial, Dykstra and Law Insurance, Joe Carroll Energy, Sam Prairie Wireless, Miller Sports Center, Savannah Times-Journal and the Mirror Democrat, Compeer Financial, Apple River State Bank, Dipper Farms, Gibbs Drywall, Milledgeville State Bank, Johnson's Processing, Wally's Place, and McKenna's Flooring. Well, thanks for joining me, Mac, and hey, let's do it again next Saturday.
That sounds great, Kyle. We'll be down there at Floyd Dobb Field here for more exciting high school 8-man football.
Yep, and that's going to wrap up our coverage here from River Ridge High School. Once again, your final, Milledgeville 66, River Ridge 14. Stay tuned for, won't have post-game action here. Tomorrow morning, catch the post-game show from both coaches here tonight, the coaches show tomorrow morning right here on WCCI. So thanks for joining me here tonight, Mac, and we'll see you next Saturday.
Sounds great.
All right,
thanks, Kyle.
Thank you for listening, and have a good night.